Hey, coming at you from the Cash Cows Poker Arena. This is heads up of the championship. We got Flint versus Pix, 169,000 to 64,000. Flint's got some serious work to do. Before we get this match kicked up, let's hear from each of them. Flint, a few questions. How do you feel about Cash Cows Poker Arena? Like, do you like the game here? What's your take on the game here?
Oh, it's a good game. It's a good time to come down. There's good people. It's fun. Make some money. Hang out. Just have a good time.
All right, I like to hear that. So, what's going on in this heads-up match? Are you going to get the job done against the boy Pix here?
That's the goal, but I'm kind of outnumbered a little bit, so it's going to take a little bit of work.
Well, we're going to come back at 3 and 6K blinds. You got yourself about 69, so about 11.5 bigs. Some work to be done, but definitely doable.
Definitely. I'm just going to have to find some cards and shove.
All right, man, we definitely appreciate having you out here for this first season. You have it here. Flint will either be runner-up or the champion of the Season 1 free roll. Good poker action out here. We fucking love it. All right, thanks to Flint there for the interview. We missed Pix shoving Queen 9 suited of diamonds and Flint folding King 3. And now Pix wakes up with Ace 6 in the big blind. It looks like Flint is going to make the call. And Pix is going to check from the big blind, maybe laying a little bit of a trap for his opponent here. And we're going to go to the flop. I don't mind the check there. If he flops complete air, he might just get away from the hand. Flop is Ace Jack 8 with 2 hearts, and we immediately have check check going to the turn. It's a 4 of diamonds. And we're going to have a lead out, I believe, by Pix right here. Yeah. We're going to have a lead out for what looks to be 9,000. Flint quickly throws his cards into the muck, and Pix is going to take down the hand. Special shout out again to all the Season 1 competitors. We super appreciate having you guys making the trip out. And let's go to an interview with Pix here. What are you looking for going into this? Are you going to try to keep the heat on? Are you going to play small ball and just wait for your hand? The blinds are big. Like, what's going on?
I was playing small ball there at the beginning of heads up play because he seemed like he wanted to ship it a lot. So I wasn't raising pre-flop. I actually limped with ace queen the first hand that we played. I was hoping he was going to get frisky that hand.
Oh, you bricked that hand, right? Like,
didn't hit anything. He hit 4, 4, 6, and he ships. Can't really do anything there with ace queen. Just let him have it.
I'm actually putting him on a flush draw there, but you can't be very
But when he's around 10 bigs, I'm going to play it aggressively. If he gets
right
up to like 20 or so, I'm probably just going to slow down again.
Yeah, there was a couple spots where I, like, 3-handed as well and 4-handed when we were still short, where I thought you were limping, getting ready to just mash somebody if they finally decided to move their stack. I was being pretty cautious myself. Our heads-up hand, we'll continue on with talking about, I was eliminated in third. Again, the hands pretty much play themselves. He wakes up with 9s in the small blind. I wake up with king, queen in the big with about 6.5 bigs. I didn't like the hand, but I felt like 6.5 bigs, you're going to have to go with it. Nothing wrong with 150 for showing up and playing some cards today. Want to wish good luck to these guys. Heads up, one of these guys is going to be the Season 1 free roll champion. Good luck to him. Let's get back to the action. We rejoin the hand with a queen 4 deuce flop. Flint's flopped top pair bottom kicker. Pix has flopped bottom pair bottom kicker. Looks like Flint's deciding to open for a bet. Looks that he's bet about 8,000. Very small bet into this pot. Obviously would like to induce a call. Pix is going to give it a moment of thought here, and then he's going to get away from it. Alright. Flint scoops a pot there, keeps himself alive. We've also partnered with Australian Poker Club Winners Poker League. We are in discussions in hopes that Season 2 will send a member of Cash Cows Poker to Australia, or possibly a member of the Winners Poker League to the States to play with the Cash Cows. Something very cool we're working on in hopes that that will take full fruition in Season 2. Alright, we got Flint in the big blind here, it looks like. And Pix has made the raise all in with ace jack. Flint is thinking about it. Goes ahead and lays it down. We're going to go on to the next hand. Good fold by Flint there, heads up to get away from the ace. And he's going to be small blind now. Also for Season 2, we're looking to send one cash cow to the World Series of Poker, possibly two, for the Monster Stack event. That is going to have some money for your flight, some money for your hotels, and a little bit of spending money is the idea. You know, no clue who's going to go yet, but we're excited to get in that. Let's get back to the action here with Queen 6 of Pix versus Queen 4 of Flint. Flint from the small blind. And just folds. We're going to have a walk here. Yeah, very cool idea we're working on. The Monster Stack is a 1500 with 15,000 starting chips, good levels. It's one of the few World Series of Poker events that has a great, great equity for your buying and for the amount of chips you get. There's a lot of play. You're not going to find another 1500 or anything under a $3,000 buy-in at the World Series where you get that much play. So that's our plan, is to send at least one player to that. Alright, we've got Flint in the big blind with 6-4 suited and Pix in the small with 5-3, and we've got a walk. I think that's a little light, these last few walks. I think a lot of these cards are playable for a limp. You obviously open yourself up to a raise from your opponent, but heads up, I think you have to see a little bit more flops. You may be thinking, well, you finished in third place, what do you know? And that's a fair assumption. We can all get a chuckle out of that. Alright, here we go. Well, absolute rags again. And another walk. We'll get something going here eventually. Both players not wanting to give up any of their chips, which is completely understandable. And Flint, throw that button over there for me, will you, bud? Appreciate it. Alright. And again, this will be a promo for the Winners Poker League. There's some really cool guys in Australia. They're doing this at a couple of different venues. Same idea as what we're doing. People that love poker. And we promote people that love poker because we ourselves love poker. Alright, a little 10-7 action from Pickle on the small blind here. I look for him to at least limp, if not make a raise. Alright, we're going to get a call. We're going to get a check from Flint. And it looks like we're going to the flop. 9-5 deuce with 2 diamonds. I imagine Flint will bet this. Protect his hand a little bit here, not allow any free cards to come off. Looks like he bets about 8,000. Again, I think that's a proper bet. He's been leading for about that amount into these pots of 13. It's 6 for the blinds and then 500 apiece for the antes. And that's a good bet. He's going to take it down again. Both players being very patient, waiting for their moments. Nothing wrong with that. Also want to take a minute to give a big shout out to my pops who helped build this room for us. My hobby is poker. His hobby is pulling tractors. We are currently sponsoring his tractor pull as well. He's been having a great season, and I know he's passionate about that. Be sure to check out our tractor pulling videos from my father as well. They're good. If you like big loud engines and tractors pulling ridiculously sized stuff, you'll enjoy the videos. It's a good time. Alright. Looks like Flint has decided to make the call here. And Pix, who's woken up with queens, he's going to make the shove. And he's going to take it down. A little light limp there from Flint. I want to say possibly he's limping because it's suited. Also, we're heads up. Nothing wrong with a little limp there with any 2 cards. Obviously, you'd like to see a flop, flop a 9, flop a 3, flush draw, etc. Big shout out to the actual poker team, Cash Cows. This has been a group effort for years now. We've been at this probably 5 years now. We love it. You know, not putting up your own buy-in to play poker is a powerful thing in this business. Alright, we got an all-in from Pix. And it looks like we've got a call from the fours, who flop a flush draw. We are all in with a call. And they turn the king 5 absolutely dead. He kings the river after he's dead to the flush. Alright, that's going to be a clean double up for Flint. We got ourselves a heads up match now. Yeah, Flint, readjust yourself. We got ourselves a heads up match. That'll double him up to about 80,000, give or take. I believe his all-in was about 41 or 42 there, so he's going to have about 80,000 now, which is going to leave Pix with about 150,000. Still plenty of chips. You know, a little dent in the armor there, though. Pix felt that one. Don't let him fool you. He felt that one. Season 2, we also hope to have the actual bets on screen. We hope to have the camera selection a little bit more fine-tuned where it's directly on the person. Again, these free roll and promotional ideas to send a cash cow to Vegas, to send a cash cow to Australia, I expect the room to be full. You know, a good opportunity. We'll send as many as we can generate the money for. It's not limited to one package, so... Again, Pix is waking up with ace-6, and he's going to get a walk. Flint's doubled up, and he's not being overly risky. I like it. He's just playing tight, playing his game. I believe Flint started off 4th or 5th in chips in this tournament, so he's obviously got a clearer path at the championship than Pix did, who started off with 10th in chips at this tournament, but now has the chip lead. So very impressive by both players to get through Zach Jones and myself, who had massive amounts of chips to start the tournament as well. So congratulations to these guys for being where they're at in the moment. Alright, looks like Pix is going to make a min raise here. We're going to min raise to 12. And Flint's going to make the call. We're going to go heads up. A bit loose by Pix, but putting the pressure on is never a bad thing. And Flint obviously defending heads up with Jack 9, no questions asked there. Both players flop complete air. And we're going to wait here. Flint looks like he may be thinking about making a move. Now he's checked it over. Pix is going to lead out for what looks to be about 7,000. Very small bet in this pot, practically begging for a call. And it's going to work. Flint reads it as strength and lays it down. You have to continue with another bet there if you're going to go ahead and raise with the 10-4 pre-flop. Completely agree with what he did there. And he's still got plenty of chips where if he gets check raised, he's probably, you know, completely fine with folding it. He's okay with losing 20,000 of his chips right there. Alright. On to the next hand. Heads up, there's more shuffling than there is actual poker play, which gives us plenty of time for these promo spots. Alright, we got Flint from the small blind making the call. He's actually dominating Pix here. Pix with a suited Queen 7, but Flint with the Queen 9 offsuit, and we're going to go take a flop. These are spots where if it's checked to Pix, well, he outflops him anyway. I take that back. If it's checked to Pix, I expect a value bet there. I'm surprised he didn't on the ace-7 board to protect his hand a little bit, but he's obviously got a plan. Now he's going to lead out for what looks to be 6,000, a min bet. Flint's thinking about it. Is he going to flat here? Okay, Flint's going to flat with Queen high, possibly to make a play at him on the river. We'll see what's going on here. River's a complete blank. And Pix is going to be first to act. Checks it. And Flint's not going to make the play for it. He was just calling. He thought his Queen high was good. Heads up, there's a lot of poker that goes out the window, and it's all about playing the player at this point. Drags it down. That's going to leave Flint with about, if I had to, I believe that's about 60,000 still, 50 to 60,000. It's Still plenty of chips to make a dent if he's to double up here through picks. Shout out to all you guys who have been watching me deal the final tables here at the World Series. It's a taxing summer, but I do appreciate the love and the messages I get from y'all. Big thanks for that as well. Here we've got picks in another situation where he's dominated. King 8 versus King Deuce. Although he does have position in the hand. I kind of see him just open mucking this. Yeah, he just lays that down. He says, I'll pick a better spot. Let's just give him 3,000. Completely agree with you, Picks. And I'm sure Flint wasn't going anywhere with his King 8. That's a pretty strong hand, heads up. Especially to an opponent that's not really showing a whole lot of aggression, except in certain spots. On to the next one. Picks waking up with hands again. Wakes up with jacks in the big blind. We got a call here from Flint. And you're probably going to see Picks grab that rack of pink chips right there and just slide it forward. He's going to send the plaques. Actually, no. Only raises 10,000 more. Makes it 16,000 total. Flint thinking about it with Queen 4 off and decides to get away from it. Well done, sir. Well done. For those still waiting for the rest of the Season 1 highlight reels, work has been taxing. I will be on that, I promise. There are some good hands from, I believe we're missing weeks 10, 11, and 13, as well as this championships highlight reel. So I will have those out in the next few weeks as soon as I get back and get done with this dealing job. Oh, Pix has got the button again. He's going to be in the small blind. Queen 8 versus 8-3. Flint's in bad shape pre-flop again. And he puts him all in and Flint quickly folds. And I took a picture there because, you know, not only am I the dealer, but I also have to get all the media shots for our Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Tumblr, Flipboard. Again, if you're watching all these things, guys, follow us. This is what we do. This is what we love. Twitter, Facebook, you can see it scrolling. Like, subscribe, share. Show your friends. We want Cash Cows Poker on the map. Like, we're going to turn this into a legit thing, and you guys are all going to be loving it when we get it to that point. You have my word. We're passionate about this. It's a fantastic, fun thing that we're doing each week. All right, we got Picks checking the big blind. Me sitting there while they're tanking, snapping pictures like a fool. Y'all can see those on Instagram if you're curious. Alright, and we got a deuce 4-5 with 2 diamonds on the flop. Check, check immediately. 7 of spades on the turn. Picks obviously with 2 pair and Flint drawing to a gut shot here. Oh, I'm sorry, no, he's turned it up and down straight draw. 8 outs with the 8s and the 3s available. Picks is going to fire out what looks to be 7,000. We get a 10K call from him. He's got his change back and to the river. He's just going to pair his 6. This puts 4 to a straight on the board. Real action kill of a card for Picks, thinking he had him in good shape with 5 deuce off. Shows 2 pair. It's going to be good enough to win, but it's not going to be good enough to get value, and understandably so the way the hand's playing out here. Big shout out to Darcy Kavanagh, who is one of the head guys over at Winners Poker in Australia, for reaching out to me. They're going to be showing our games at their games on the TV. We're going to be showing their games at our games on our TV while we play. Season 2 also coming with some big changes. We're going to have NFL Red Zone for Sundays. The games will take place Fridays and Sundays in Season 2. And we're super excited about the improvements being made to the arena. Multiple TVs, your NFL Red Zone. We have fantasy football coming up as well. We will have a Cash Cows Poker Fantasy Football League. It will have a draft shown full time, like an entire draft coverage. It'll have a weekly update. Here we've got an open muck by Picks with rags. I'm going to let Queen 6 high take it down. We will 100% have the best coverage for fantasy football and poker you can have on Sundays. We're doing it big over here. We take this stuff seriously. Keep in mind, again, if you're watching these videos and you wonder, well, how legit is this? What's going on? This is all legal. This is all legit. This is a non-raked game. I do not charge a fee to play in the game. This is purely people that love poker. I'm working for tips. If you enjoy the videos, you like what you're seeing, you know, maybe you want your own video, you want your own highlight reel, come talk to me. You know, we can do these things. All right, we got an all-in from Flint here. He's woke up with ace-8 offsuit on the button and moved all in for what looked to be about 36-ish, possibly 40, about back to where his first all-in was. Pix has been chipping away. And he's getting a count. He's thinking. I've set the deck down to do some more photography. Now Pix is going to let him live. We're going to continue this match on. It's a good takedown by Flint. I feel like that's an auto hand. The only thing Flint can do differently there is limp and hope to induce a raise out of Pix pre-flop and then shove on him. Overall, the way this match is playing, I like Flint's play there because it doesn't seem like Pix is letting any chips go. So take what you can get when you can snag him from him. Don't let him outflop you cheap. Let's see, Pix has got the small blind, and we got the antes out here. We maybe blinds are up as well. They could be up to 4-8. I'll have to check on that. Yeah, that looks like the blinds are up to 4 and 8 now. And Pix waking up with another studly hand of ace-queen. He's shoving on the button. We didn't even make him slide chips out, but that's an all-in with a snap fold. Pix wins that hand. If you're watching this video, you have any questions, comments, input, maybe you had some good ideas, for our season 2. Let us know, man. This is it's my game, but it's being ran like a democracy. Like, I'm going to do what you guys want as players. I'm going to try to make the game as good as I can for you guys because I appreciate you guys coming out here and, giving us a good poker performance and good poker, for television. So we love what we're doing. We're getting a little color up action going on here. Jones is helping me out. He's got his big orange hat in the way. He's a Broncos fan. Try not to hold it against him. He's still a good person. Having said that, Cowboy Nation in the house. We're going to have ours this year for sure. Broncos look like they're going to have a solid team too. Good luck to the NFL teams this season. Alright. Looks like Flint has made the limp, I believe. Alright, we're going to see a flop here. Pretty fair fight with 10-7, Jack-8, 2 lives. Less fair now. Much less fair now. We got a check immediately. Pix is absolutely dead going to the turn. Let's see if Flint can induce some type of action or equity from him. No, we've got another check immediately. Now we have a check and an all-in from Flint. Pix is actually going to sit here and consider it with Jack High, but based on my history with Pix, I don't believe that Jack High, yeah, he's going to kick it in there and fold. That's a face-up fold, ladies and gentlemen. And Flint's going to take down another pot. And the heads-up match continues. So what haven't I covered? I've got that we may be going to Australia and the World Series of Poker. I'm pondering an idea called You Want to Be a Cash Cow, where we bankroll you like a member of Cash Cow's Poker for a 2-month period or an X amount of dollars bankroll trial to see how it goes. Again, these are all things for Season 2. Nothing is officially set in stone, but their ideas, if I get an idea in my head, we're going to go through and we're going to get it done. That's how I am. Like, I'm a finisher. My word, Pix is getting just smashed with the deck in this heads-up match. We now have queens again on the button with 10-5 off. He's made the move at Flint again, and Flint can only fold. And even for the amount of chips Flint's investing right there, it's the proper fold. Like, you don't want to get it in with 10-5 off against an overpair. Obviously, Flint can't for sure know that he has an overpair, but he knows he's going to be behind with 10-5 offsuit. So a good laydown by him to let this heads-up match continue. And as we get closer to a winner, we'll zoom back to the action and hear what the winners and the participants have to say while we're in this. See if we can get the cards dealt out properly by this amateur dealer on the table here. What a bum. That's me, in case you guys don't realize it. Alright, Flint finally getting a little bit of the upper hand where he now has picks dominated. And he's making the call for 8K. We're going to go to the flop. 10-9-6. He's got him dominated. He continues his domination. He bets what looks to be a min bet of 8,000. Flint is absolutely valuing these pots when he knows he has the best hand. He's playing it very well in that aspect. Like, he's betting amounts that Pix has to call if Pix has anything at all. Like, this is not a, this is not an easy spot for Pix because, again, Flint only has about 20 to 25,000 behind the 8 that he's betting. And you can assume at this point, if a person's leading, he's most likely going with the hand. Being that he only has 3 big blinds behind it, it's unlikely that he's leading with air right here. Anything less than at least a draw of some type. We're getting a long tank from Pix here. Let's let that poker mind break it down, sort it out, figure out what we're going to do. How's it going there, bud? We'll pause with him for a second. Again, like, this is the beautiful part of poker. The 91 to 9% and trying to get your 9% to pay you off all the way. This is a tough spot as well if you're the tournament leader because you think that this is an opportunity to finish the thing and that you're at least live for a 2-pair draw. He gets away from it. But in his mind, he's sitting here thinking, if the 9 isn't good, I can certainly hit it at 6. And in all likeliness, he's drawing dead to a 9 and is very unlikely to get anywhere. Alright, as we approach 27 minutes in this video, this is quite a heads-up match. These guys are going back and forth on what isn't really a lot of chips at 8K big blinds. Our chip leader has about 20,000. Our chip leader has about 20 big blinds, and his opponent has about 5 big blinds. So we're getting to that point where we're going to see some action, and Pix waking up with ace-queen again. I tell you, he's a hell of a card player, and it makes him very dangerous if he's going to just be smashing the deck every hand. Like, nice win again. Good discipline by Flint to keep himself alive in this thing. Don't get frustrated. Don't call off light. Wait for your spot. Pick your moment. Play good poker. You know, a lot of people don't realize that's all we can do every day, especially in this tournament poker. You know, it's pick your spot, go with it, stand by what you did, improve. Alright, back at the grind. We got Pix again waking up with ace high. We got a shove here from Flint with queen 8. Pix thinking about it, asking for a total. And he's going to make the call. Flint is all in with queen 8 versus Pix with the ace 5 offsuit. Flint is suited. Let's go to the flop. This is for the championship. And the flop is ace jack 3 with 1 club. Flint stays alive with an 8 on the turn. And a blank 6 to finish the tournament. There you have it, folks. Our Season 1 winner and champion is Pix. Again, in Season 2, he's going to have an opportunity to do a lot more with a victory like this. Not just a cash win, but a win that could compile a lot more victory and getting to see some beautiful parts of the world. We're going to take this time while we're getting him set up for pictures. We're getting him set up for pictures. Going to get some snaps, some Instagram stuff going throughout the Cash Cows arena. Again, this is my time to thank everybody. I want to thank Flint and Pix for being our runner-up and winner of the event. I want to thank my lovely wife for being supportive of poker and of my dreams and letting us have a game in her house every Friday night, no matter what. I also want to thank everybody who made the journey out. Team Cash Cows, Phil, Jones, Owens, if you like to call him that, Zach, the few Knob Noster guys, all the Pleasant Hill guys. Everybody sharing our info on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and especially YouTube. Go subscribe, like, love it. You know, this is why we're doing it, is for you guys. So a big thanks to everybody who showed us any love and support. Season 2 is going to be off the chain. We got better ideas. We got big ideas. Cash Cows is getting on the map next season. They know us out at the World Series of Poker already. I've been talking with these guys all summer. They were already aware of us before. So big shout out to everybody, guys. Season 1, it's in the books. It's complete. Congratulations to Pix the champion, and I'm out of here. Stat going about 80%, 90% of the way through this tournament. Picks up kings, gets it all in, runs into Pickle's ace-king. Pickle, it's an ace. Talk to me, Jones. What's going on in that hand? How do you feel when you get them in, etc.?
Well, I mean, it's an auto play hand. I mean, it just plays itself. I don't know really what else can be said.
Yeah.
Lines are 1 in 2,000 or 15-3. Both hands are just going to be played. It's a tournament.
So. Yeah, no hard feelings there. You actually fade the flop. He catches an ace on the turn, ace on the river. Definitely was looking good there for a brief moment to scoop the cash champion and the free roll champion. I'm sure you'll be right back at it next season. We appreciate having you out here at the Cash Cows Poker Arena. Any other words? This is your time.
I'm still the man.
Still the man. You heard it here first.